We've all been there, right? Doing everything for someone who wouldn't even think twice about you. You guys, I did this so much in my life that at one point I had to stop to think. I had to be like, why am I doing this over and over and over again? Not only did I do it in my childhood, but it actually bled into my adult life. If you constantly have to beg someone for their love, their attention, for them to show up for you, a text back, that's not a real friendship, that's not real love, that's not a real relationship, what have you. That's not real. What that is self-abandonment, that is self-neglect. You are neglecting yourself just to show up for this person who doesn't give two shits about you, who wouldn't even think twice about you. I was born in Ukraine, and when I was 4 years old, I moved to America, and I was always that odd one out. I was always that weird foreign girl, and because I didn't want to be alone, I tried really hard to cultivate friendships with people. I tried really hard to go out of my way to make friends with people, but I constantly chased friendships with people who had status. Okay, let me explain what I mean by that. I constantly wanted to be friends with people who were like the smartest people, the prettiest people, the most handsome people, the funniest people, the most popular people. I constantly chased these people. I chased these friendships, and I couldn't understand why in the moment. I just knew that in the moment it was so important for me that these people choose me back. I want to be friends with them, and I want them to acknowledge me as their friend as well. On the flip side, I had people on the sidelines who they knew me for me. I wasn't trying hard to be anyone for these people, and these people were like, yeah, like, we like you, we want to be friends with you. And I was like, well, fuck you, I don't want to be friends with you, I want to be friends with these people. And so I would do backflips for these people. I would bend myself and mold my personality in order to fit in with these people. And I couldn't understand why I did this for so long. And I literally had to go back in time, go back in my memory and analyze this. And I finally came to the conclusion that this is an ego thing. This was such an ego problem because I wanted to be cool, right? I thought, okay, this person that I pedestalized, okay, if I get chosen by them, that makes me cool as well. If I'm friends with the popular people, then I'm popular. If I'm friends with the smartest people, well, that might say something about that because that must make me smart. That must make me cool. That gives me some sort of cool points. I literally had this mindset, you guys, and this happened for so long over and over again until it altered my view of friendships in a really negative manner. I always thought I had to chase after people. It wasn't until later in life where I was like, okay, hold on. What if I just stopped doing that? What if I just like stopped trying to be friends with very specific people? What if I just let people come to me, you guys? And this is where it all clicked. This is where it all happened. This is where I understood that I did all of that just for my ego to get stroked. I want to stress this, you guys, but every time you settle for being almost enough for someone, what you're really doing is convincing your inner self, you're convincing your brain, you're convincing yourself that your full self, your actual true self, your authentic self is not worthy enough. It's not good enough for anybody. It's not worthy of love. And that is not true, you guys. A real friendship, a real relationship, something that's natural, it's supposed to feel easy. It's not supposed to feel forced. It's not supposed to feel like you're bending over backwards and you're doing these weird twisty things, right? And you're trying to, not physically, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, you're not trying so hard to blend in and to fit in and to, no, it's going to feel so natural. It's just going to be like, oh yeah, like I was just being myself and I was just talking and this person was like laughing and we were just having such a good time. That is what the right person looks like. That is what the right relationship looks like. I learned the hard way that you don't have to fight so hard to keep a seat at a table full of people who don't even fucking value you. Really? Really? I spent years doing this shit. I spent years sitting at a fucking table full of people who were just looking at me like, why the fuck is she here? Like, we don't really fucking need her here. And I value these people so much. For what? For what, dude? It's like, I love when Leo Skeppy talks about this, okay? But I heard him talk about it and I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking true. But it's like if you give a Birkin bag to a crackhead. What the fuck does a crackhead know about a Birkin bag? He doesn't know shit. He's gonna beat that shit up. He's gonna trash that shit. He might throw it away. He might sell it for like $5 or some shit, okay? Because he doesn't understand the value of what he's holding. He is holding a damn Birkin bag and he doesn't even fucking know it. And that is how I started to view myself in that moment when I realized, stop, I can't keep doing this shit. I have to choose me. I had to stop chasing validation from people who don't choose me, you guys. You need to choose people who are gonna check up on you, people who celebrate you, people who make you laugh, people who make you feel good about yourself. yourself, people who are there for you without you having to beg, without you having to ask. Do you know how fucking exhausting it is to be on someone's ass all the time and be like, why aren't you texting me? Why aren't you talking to me? Why aren't you calling me? Why aren't we hanging out more? Stop. Stop it. If they wanted to, they would. And this would feel like a really natural thing for you. Okay, this would be a very natural dynamic. Okay, friends don't necessarily have to talk every day, okay, but this would feel like a very natural thing for you. It wouldn't feel like a forced thing, like you're trying so hard. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've been there. People who are meant for you won't make you question your place in their life. That is plain and simple. That is the truth. That is the harsh truth that I learned. No matter how much you want to be a part of someone's life, okay, you need to realize this. You don't need to beg to stay in someone's life. Because what's going to happen if you spend all your time chasing after somebody who you pedestalized, okay, in your head, and then you're like, oh, I want to be with you, I want to be friends with you, and then this other person who's like, well, hey, like, I like you for who you are, like, I want to be friends with you, and you're like, no, fuck no. What happens is you're going to be left alone. Because that person who you pedestalize is going to reject you because they don't give two shits about you. And then the person who was actually trying to be your friend because they actually liked you for who you are, they left because you didn't give them your energy or attention. So now you're just left by yourself. Choose people who choose you, okay? No weird vibes, no games, no, oh, when it's convenient for them. No, fuck that shit. Trust you guys, you are not asking for too much. And let me say this to end this video. If they are not there for you on your worst day, if they're not choosing you on your worst day, they don't deserve you on your best day. They don't deserve you at your best if they can't handle you at your worst. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.